Borderlands 4, here it is, finally. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. But I gotta be honest, watching all the early gameplay footage, I thought it looked a hell of a lot like Borderlands 3. Now, I liked Borderlands 3. Anybody who's been around the channel, you guys know I did like Borderlands 3, but I also had some beefs with Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 definitely wasn't no Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2, a masterpiece, right? That's what you're trying to emulate when you're making a Borderlands game, and you want to innovate on that formula. This is just going to be my first impressions, guys. This is no type of review or anything like that. I'm not going to be speaking on the end game because I haven't made it that far yet, but I'm hearing from credible people that have made it to end game, put a lot of time into this game so far, that the end game is just not it right now. But the end game wasn't it in Borderlands 3 either. They finally made it a little bit better over time, over a long period of time. They finally got it a little bit better, but you know, I wasn't really happy with the end game in Borderlands 3 because I like that Borderlands 2 end game formula. Hopefully they can do something with this. I want to get a few negatives out of the way with this first impressions though. Like, I noticed for some reason we do not have FOV on console on the PS5. We had FOV in the Handsome Jack collection, the Handsome collection. Borderlands 2 we had FOV. We do not have FOV on PS5 for Borderlands 4 in 2025. I'm not understanding that. It's a shock to the system because all these games pretty much have FOV now. I don't even know why this is a thing. We don't even have a toggle switch for motion blur either. And I'm noticing the performance on PS5 with this game, it's not great. I can't speak for the other systems, the other platforms. Obviously on PS5 it's not great. It actually runs better. You get a more solid 60 frames per second when you're in quality mode. Dead ass. If you put it in performance mode, I'm jumping down to like 48 FPS, 52 FPS. Like, it's all over the place. But if I'm in quality mode, like the performance mode, it's like they switched it and they just tell you one thing is the other. It's like quality is actually performance and performance is actually quality. I don't know what's going on there, but you would think that we'd probably get the 120 frames in performance mode, but no, man, I guess that's capped at 62, but you can't even get that. In quality mode right now on the PS5, for me anyways, that is the best way to run this game. It looks the best and it runs the best. You get a more stable 60 frames in quality mode. There's a lot of other little things that kind of annoyed me here and there so far with the game. I do not like when you're trying to see where you got to go, the tracker, like, it will show you for a few seconds and then it disappears. And then it's on a short cooldown on top of that too. I don't know what they were thinking with that. We do not have a mini map in this game. I don't know what they were thinking with that either. You know, there's a couple of little things like that. Makes you wonder if they rushed out the game a lot sooner than it was ready. Because, I mean, a game like this, like Borderlands 3, we had FOV on console. I'm not sure why we do not have FOV here because, dude, it is such a shock to the system. Playing all these games and you got your FOV that you're comfortable with. You run it over here and you're stuck at 80 or whatever it's at. It's like, god damn, dude. It's like, it's so awkward. It's so awkward to play. But I got to tell you, man, the game, like, other than that, when you finally get through that a little bit, you're never going to get like fully comfortable with it, I don't think, because every other game you play, you're at a comfortable FOV. But like once you get to that point where you're kind of accepting it, it's not comfortable, but you're just accepting it. I'll deal with it, man, if we get a great game. You know, the gunplay over here is fantastic. The movement is really good. Like, this game, I can tell you, like, I don't have a ton of time in this game right now. This game is way better than Borderlands 3. It's not even close. The story is better. I can tell already, even though I haven't made it that far in the game. And the villain, even though I haven't made it that far in the game, the villain he ain't no Handsome Jack. He damn sure ain't no Handsome Jack. I mean, I don't think we'll ever see a villain of that greatness ever again. Like, Handsome Jack is just, he a legend, right? He's what you want. He's what you want to emulate for a villain. But who we got in this game, though, he's not bad. Better, damn sure better than the Calypsos. I'll tell you that right now. Like, this game definitely righted some wrongs from Borderlands 3. They're not raining down legendaries like they did in Borderlands 3. That was something that kind of turned me off that game because it was so easy to get legendaries in that game. Like, you got no rush when they dropped. It was like, oh, I got another legendary, whatever, bro. It's probably going to be more ass than what I'm already using. Like, you didn't even get excited for a legendary anymore. That's at least where I kind of got with the game. That's the point I hit, whereas like I seen a legendary, it's like, oh, okay, I probably already got it, or it's gonna be something worse than I got. whatever, man. It's just another legendary. Yeah, they definitely, with my time in the game, they definitely fixed that. It's way harder to get legendaries in this game that I've noticed so far, and I appreciate that. You definitely, like, you want to feel that rush when you get it, and you want to have the chase, right? It's all about the chase. It's like you're chasing the dragon, you know? You don't want to be like handed everything to you. It's like easy as fuck, you know, and then you just don't care about it anymore. It's like, it's not as high value. You know, we need these legendaries, and whatever rarity we have above legendaries, we need them hard to get, like they were in Borderlands 2. Maybe not as hard as Borderlands 2, but somewhere in the middle, you know, not as easy as Borderlands 3. And so far, definitely noticed it's a lot harder to get legendaries in this game. And I noticed that the game is actually just harder than Borderlands 3. Like, I've gone down so many times. I've gone down so many times, so many second wins so far with this game. Whereas Borderlands 3, it was just like a cakewalk, dude. I never found the game really to be a challenge at all. Whereas this game, like, I'm not saying it's challenging, but I just find, like, you know, if you lose your focus for a couple of seconds, yeah, you might go down, man. Like, these dudes, they ain't playing. They're going to fuck your shit up. They're blowing you up with everything they got, and then you got these dudes over here shooting you. You got a couple shooting you in the back, and you got a couple over to your left and shit. They shooting you from everywhere, man, and you're taking damage, you know? It's like Borderlands 3, it was like, it did kind of get mind-numbing just because it was so easy. Borderlands 2 was a challenge in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, and I find right out of the gate, man, it's like this game is not too easy, so I can definitely appreciate that. We got some quality of life I'm noticing that I'm absolutely loving so far. You can digistruct a vehicle pretty much wherever you are, wherever you're standing. Like, yeah, there's some areas obviously you won't be able to, but you can pretty much, wherever you are on the map, you could just digistruct your vehicle and just get the fuck out of there, man. Get to where you need to be. And I'm absolutely loving that. You can send items from your backpack straight to the bank. So you don't got to do that traveling around and all that shit. No, you ain't got to fuck with that shit anymore. You just send it straight from your backpack to your bank. And in your inventory, you can just buy your SDUs right there. You don't got to travel around and do none of that shit neither. You could just buy right there where you are in your inventory. You could buy them goddamn SDUs, man. Like, there's a few changes like that I'm absolutely loving with this game. But listen, for anybody who's going to ask me, do I think this game's worth buying or anything like that? I'm not, like, there's people trying to say that this game is the best game ever I've heard so far. And there's some people absolutely shitting on this game. This game does deserve some criticism, and it definitely deserves some praise, in my opinion, from what I've seen so far, too. I think it's a good game. I think it's got hella potential. I think if you're a stickler for performance, maybe wait a little bit. If you're waiting for my opinion, wait a little bit. I would wait. You know, you might find it on a deal, and by that point, maybe we'll have an FOV slider. Maybe they fixed up the performance, and you just get a smooth game with a gang of content, and it's everything you want it to be. The foundation is here, though. I will say that. The foundation is here for a very solid Borderlands game. Hopefully, they just keep the momentum going, man. Stay on it. Don't pull no Call of Duty shit, all right? Stay on it. Fix what needs to be fixed. Change what needs to be changed. Get some good, new, fresh content in here when the time is right. And I think we'll be good. That's all I got for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you on the next one.